Hey guys, welcome to the Clappy and Frank Show. Today we have a wonderful guest, Zali Friedman from Monroe, New York. Is it the highest percentage of people on welfare? Is that what they say online, Zali?
So I'm not in Monroe.
But he is obviously not part of that group of people. He's a successful Amazon seller, sold one of his companies, and he's going to teach us, how to become successful like him. All right, Zali, you going to teach us?
So, welcome, Clappy. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I saw last week you had shows people are looking for knowledge. So people are looking like, how can I be like you? This is why most people are jealous on someone else's pocket is because not because you're jealous just for curiosity. You want to be, if you can do it, why can't I do it? This is most people's impression. So I was like, you guys asked me, how can we do it? I said, you know what? Let's sit down and let me teach the two of you how you can be
Rich like you.
rich like me, even richer than me. But remember what I like, Lamborghini. So you give me it as a gift.
Oh, you're saying once that
But-
happens. Okay.
And again, I'm willing to challenge the two of you in giving out for the next year until January 2028, every week, 2 shows. One show would be on.
So you're offering a course how to do it.
offering a course how to do it.
But the only difference on our guest Zali is he already has fancy cars, fancy houses. So it's not all staged like you see, on Instagram, TikTok. I've experienced, I've seen it. Zali is a past investor, one of my startups, a great investor of that. So I would never, God forbid, bring any sketchy, scammy Ponzi scheme guy. He's just rich and bored. So he wants to keep himself busy and he feels teaching is his way to do it. Right, Zali?
I never met Zali. Moshe told me about him on the way to the show. Moshe said Zali Friedman is a young, passionate, energetic multimillionaire, but he doesn't want to talk about being rich, but he started companies. And we are bringing on so many tens of thousands of people onto our show that want to hear about money. The Show Me the Benjamins. People are very focused on Jewish people. We all know that in the Jewish community, there are wealthy people. There's also poor people, struggling people. But our show is about giving knowledge and education. And you said that you're interested in teaching people to have knowledge and education. Now, how old are you, Zali?
33.
33 years old. You're extremely young. For our broader people watching from all walks of life, tell us a little bit about your background, what type of upbringing you grew up with, and how you became the person you are today.
My background is I grew up in Monroe in the village, and most of my life I spoke Yiddish. And later on, my mother passed away when I was 14 years old.
Oof.
So I learned how to struggle a little bit and learned how to deal with challenges. And later on, I went to Montreal for a few years to go over there in school. And afterwards, I, Baruch Hashem, married at a young age. And I had to learn how
How old?
Almost 19.
So you lost your mother at 14, which is very, very, very difficult to grow up basically without a mother. And 4 years later, you're already starting your own family.
Yeah. So you got to go, you got to keep going. That's a big lesson that I've learned in my life. Even after all flops and everything, you have to pick up yourself in the morning. You take a good nap and you get up from the nap. Reality kicks in. You have to get going. And you have to think things that keeps you motivated. So when I married right away, I got my first job. To manage a big facility. They were a little company. They were doing I think at that point they were doing $6-7 million.
Small company.
Small company, 2012, 2011.
First job right away, you put your manager. Day one.
First job, day one. they
How
put
old
me
are you,
manager.
19?
Yeah, 19. I'm a manager on all the people. They were doing $6-7 million. So I remember the guy telling me in 2012, telling me, Amazon is over. You used to make in the past days, Amazon's over. You don't make money anymore on Amazon. You finished.
And this business was an Amazon business?
This was they're still. Let me tell you the story to the end. So
Okay.
this company, they were selling bedding and other stuff and big whatever for cheap bedding for $30 bed sheets and I remember in the first whatever, after years being there and learning, because I didn't even know how to use computers or how to use Excel sheets, they were like telling me secrets that like I couldn't learn how to use Excel sheet, because then they knew if I would know how to use it, I might get their competitor very fast. But again, and
Something that every 14-year-old kid's learning in high school. They're trying to keep a secret from you, and you're the manager.
And I'm the manager. And and whatever. So that's what I learned. But I was a guy who was very curious. And then at that point, after a year being there and learning all the business, one guy, I hired all the people. The owner calls me over one Friday, tells me you have to fire the whole team, 20 people. Why? Because it came out a new competitor. They're taking over the Amazon industry. We don't make sales. And he was telling me all the time that he makes in the holiday season to pay his payroll for the whole year because they has good orders. So it was even before Excel times, like when we were printing out the orders, there was all colors and all sizes. So a pack of paper has 500. We had Brother printers. We had to pick out the orders to give it out for the sorters. So I was coming in 4 a.m. in the morning in the holiday season, like they had 5,000 orders, and I was sorting and filtering out for Excel sheet. You couldn't do a sort A to Z and print. We're sorting and filtering out manually 5 or 10,000
so there was no Excel
orders.
sheets.
There was no Excel sheets, printing orders as it comes. So slowly, my job was always over there. I took leadership and I started developing systems for the company. Like I developed for them Google Sheets, how to use Google Sheets, but not more Google Sheets. Like you scan something, Google Sheet does it. And then Amazon has requirements, QR codes, certain UPCs. So there's certain codes, CD code, whatever, 142. You code it. So I was developing these tools and dealing with the Indians, with the overseas, and people with knowledge that helps you to create workflows. This was like the sort of the first AI thing. Like if someone asks me, what is AI? I say the first AI was T9 words on the phone because it predicts what you want to write. And then once you teach the machine, you teach them how to learn larger languages and larger languages and larger languages, the machine becomes smarter and smarter. So this was before 2012. So 2012, I had many ideas. Like I went to go watch a class from amazing listers, some guy on Amazon at that point. And I watched, there was also a Jewish guy, Amazoop, he was giving classes. But all these people, they've never like took you and like teach you like a car driver, teach you how to ride.
Hold your hand.
Yeah, and they have a break. Like I'm offering today something that I'm willing to put my mouth or my hands where my mouth is.
1 second. Before you could sell us this whole product of what you're going to teach, we first have to understand you're not. So you're going very well. 18 years old, get married. 19 years old, you're the manager. You have 20 workers. You're getting stuff from China, India. You're figuring out how to code the labels and how to get the packages out. They want you to fire the whole team because they said they're making only a little bit of money to pay the workers.
So I said, look, you can't. These old people, they have big families. You can't fire them. I have for
the
you
workers?
an idea. Yeah.
That have big families?
Yeah, there were people with families. You hire people. You hire from all sorts. I hired all my friends, people that I know from the community, because I wasn't working with any agency with that. So I told them, look, it doesn't work like that. Give me the opportunity to show you how I can take over this business and make this even 7 times the amount. And once you'll see this opportunity, you'll see that you don't have to fire people. You just have to come up with new, the market hits you in your face, just don't check out and fire everyone and go home and say, okay, because in reality, when you stop everything, you for sure are not making money. So I asked them for a challenge to give it to me. And I asked them at that point, partnership in that company. We were speaking about 50% partnership or 30% partnership. We wasn't finalized at that point, but we said, he gave me the go ahead.
What were the demographics of the owners?
Demographic of the owners, they nothing. He was just a lucky guy with a rich father.
How old was he?
2 years older than me.
He was 2 years older than you.
2 or 3
He was
years.
bankrupting his own company, and you're giving him an opportunity to save it, and you want 50% partnership.
50 or 25. I wasn't even sure. I said, look, depends how good I will do. This
Performance based.
Performance based. So he says me, okay, go ahead. He gives me the go ahead, and I come up with an idea, which was a weird idea, but it was before the AI ages. I had a writer. I called up a professional writer. We came up with the idea, what is the most colorful thing in the world? Because there was a lot of colors and sizes. We said birds. So we said, okay, we're going to name a brand. We're going to call it Nestle, which is a nest. And
Nestle, like the coffee company?
Nestle.
Nestle, but this is, we call it Nestle. We call it Nestle bedding. And we're gonna create birds have all the colors. We're gonna give every color a certain name. We were thinking to make it
It's actually
fancy.
pretty to have a bed sheet with like different birds on it.
This was not birds, it was solids. So
Ah.
we were going back and forth, and they gave me a challenge, which is a very interesting challenge. This was my first really challenge. My first challenge was there's something only Hasidim, and maybe I'm not sure if you got if Lubavitch is considered Hasidim, that we sleep at. If you go any hotel doesn't have it. It's called bed sheets. We sleep in the duvet covers. All the Hasidim, we have like you take your whole pillow and your duvet cover, and you cover it, and you duvet your comforter. You cover your comforter in a whole sheet. Where you go in the hotels, you only see bed sheets on top, bed sheets in the bottom. It's always, you know what a duvet cover is?
My mother's father owned a massive linen store for like 50 years in the Lower East Side, and I know nothing about linen. Svet the Viber.
Moshe, you know what duvet cover is? Duvet cover?
It covers the blanket.
It covers the blanket. So it's very modern style. So you have a duvet cover, but in the world it's not acceptable. They only have bed sheets. I don't know why. I think duvet cover is much better because you have $800 to $1,000 comforters, and it's getting ruined, it's getting dirty. If you keep it in the duvet cover, you wash out the duvet cover.
Regular people don't use the duvet cover?
No, the whole world only use bed sheets. Bed sheets and comforters. You go in any
So it means
hotel, you
everything
see,
is
that's why
always-
any
always
hotel,
white,
you
right?
always
It's
see in
always
any
white.
hotel.
It means the blanket
Yeah,
always has a cover, right? Your blanket has a cover?
and that
The blanket has a cover.
Yeah, so the regular.
If you go in
look
a
in
hotel,
they never
They
have
don't
the
have a
cover.
cover
with
It's
the
just a
blanket?
bitch, a
yeah,
flat
I
sheet.
never understood. So they gave me a challenge. They said, look, the world doesn't know how to use it. If you show for the world, if you come up with a demographic, how to show on e-commerce, how to wake the duvet cover, and it's selling, you're a hero. You nailed it. Then we know we
You're
check
saying right now in Borough Park, Gloriansburg, Flatbush, every single blanket is covered, and in the world, in the Goyish world in Arkansas, Mr. Jones does not have a blanket
does not have
covered.
the blanket
Just
cover.
a flat sheet, like
Just
in a
the
hotel.
first- You never knew this?
So we have gefilte fish
You
and
never
the
knew this?
duvet covers.
You never knew this?
Wow,
Never.
I'm
Oh
here
my
to learn.
God.
You said you're
Okay.
giving courses on
No,
teaching.
I'm not giving course on this. Is about this my history. So I took the duvet cover, and if even now you check when you're checking it on Amazon, you'll see this product is hundreds of thousands of reviews.
Nestle?
And this duvet cover is one of the top items. They're selling, I think, $500,000 a month sales just on this one product.
And this is going on since
And this was the product
2014?
that I created in my
Since
basement.
2014?
Yes.
So you put
One
together
second.
a $50 million product.
One second, not only $50 million product, and they said that you're working here for 9 to 5 on a paycheck. So you can't do it in the time that you're working here. You can only do it, that's how we know you did it, that you have to do it in your house. When you go home, after hours, so you don't get confused between this job and this job. After hours,
And you got your? Did you get your partnership or?
so the end, when I saw the thing took off nicely, I learned them how to do PPC, and I was researching,
Pay per
PPC.
click.
pay-per-click, marketing and everything. I developed the whole brand. He came to me and he said to me, he's willing to give me 5% of the net profit.
5%.
I told him,
Seid mir ja.
I told him, wait me by the corner. I didn't even answer him. It was like, have a good Chavez, and you are out. And when I left the company, this whole story took 4 years. When I came in, it was 6.5 to 12 million. After doing managing and doing everything, the company was up to 35 million. Today, the company is doing $170 million.
All because of your brains.
I believe so, all because of my brains. I believe all because of my foundation that I put in this
Did
industry.
they buy you out?
No,
Not a nickel.
They never, not a nickel, not a dime. But I'm fine with that because
No dentata?
no Toyota. And not only that, I could have go the next day, opened linen, going in Amazon and go into linen. I think Hashem paid me because I went into a new industry, toys, new category, new products. And Baruch Hashem, I was able to have one exit, and I'm looking already now for my second exit.
It's a very important question. You had the opportunity.
I don't think
to,
it's important.
No. You had an opportunity to walk. They told you to shut down the company, fire all the workers. So, al pi derech hateva, for people listening in English, according to the laws of natural reality, you would have fired all the workers. They would have gave back their lease or got into a lawsuit, whatever, and it would be over. You saved the company. They used all your information, and they just threw you out the door. They kicked you to the curb.
They didn't throw me out the door. I walked out.
But they offered you basically nothing. They spit in your face. How do you get over that anger? A normal person would be angry. They would want to fight them, go to court, fight them, compete with them.
So this I've learned, and this is my life. Like, you can't go in court if your mother passes away because the court is not going to help you. So I've learned that if you do good, good's going to come back to you, even though in the moment it looks very bad. a lot of partnerships and a lot of investments, and a lot of times I can sit in court and sit in Torah day in and day out, have it for my day job. And I've learned, no, this is the world. In 1 minute, I can win the lottery if it's my money.
It's a guy from the Borough Park Hospital Hall won like $10 million or something.
10 million. It's a nice number. But what I'm saying is Hashem wants to give you, I believe, walking away from machlokas, walking away from fights and businesses and partnerships and shitfus. And without a fight is Hashem will pay you back, definitely, and pay you back big. It doesn't look good in the moment. It looks.
So you wake up the next morning.
Wake up next morning. I hear there's a show in China for toys. I right away went on a plane, went to Hong Kong.
Literally the next day.
The next day. And was working out. Maybe it was 2 days because I had to get my visa. And I right away went in and there was a guy, he had a warehouse, a little warehouse, and 2,000 square feet. And I was like looking to save money because I didn't have any money. So I was like, maybe I'm going to go with him. Maybe he's going to borrow me some money if I need to bring it because a container to bring it from China.
See, the guys always say, borrow me some money. It's lend me some money, right?
The thing is,
I'm just telling you people, there's no excuses not to be a millionaire. You don't need to know English. You don't need to be given a good hand of cards. He's saying everybody's screwing him. When they kick him to the curb, he walks away and says he's happy because you don't get to choose your battles in life. That's it. The excuses are over, Moshe, right?
so
Why do you think you brought the star?
so is what I am looking to do now is hearing my background,
Children's toys.
Children's toys, novelty toys, different type of toys, and there is,
Your own brand, right?
again, this was in 2014. So let me give you a little background. What means my own brand? And also I want to give you a little intro to this industry, to the e-commerce industry, so you understand. You say, okay, how will I make money from this? People are already getting nervous before they're already 15, 20 minutes in the conversation. It's like, okay, how do I make money? I hear your story every day. It's okay, more excited. How will I make money? So learning in this industry, I've learned is that you pick yourself up and you go, you have an idea in your mind, you do something. You invest $20 in an idea, $1,000 in an idea, $10,000 in an idea. But you look where to invest the money and how to invest it smart. So for example, I have the idea, I want to be the biggest brand in culinary or in knives. In the beginning, it was my first item I saw. Someone selling very good knife sets. And I was like, I want to be the biggest guy. I didn't know what a brand is. I didn't know what a LLC is. I didn't know anything about income. I didn't know anything about lending.
You're 25? How old were you?
I didn't count any.
You know, it's funny because I'm 39 years old, and I left my 9 to 5 now after a million years, and now I have 2 LLCs and corporations and taxes and bookkeeping and everything. And you had a head start. I think it cost a few $100s to set up all these corporations and stuff with a good CPA. People should do it right away. If you don't make any money, you don't file. You get whatever you have to do. But you would say it's a good thing that people should open up their corporations right away.
Correct. So people need to learn. Like if you ask me, my biggest lesson after all these years and everything, could I known better, was like, you need to learn how to manage your money smart. Like you don't take out crazy loans. You don't use credit card for things. You learn how to build your wealth. You learn how to build it 2 times 2 times 4 times 8 incrementally. Because in the big things, sometimes like there was days like, I thought if I don't have an exit, then I take the other. I take the emergency exit. But then you see afterwards, Hashem helps you. They're like, you got to understand, and it's not me. Before you call me up and you start signing up and all these classes and everything that I'm saying, you can check it in Gemini to give you a business plan. You can check it in ChatGPT, check it in email. I'm not giving any like information that you don't know or I don't know. What I'm offering here is, if you go an exercise instructor, the richest guy in the world, the billionaire, trillionaire, can't pay someone to have a six-pack or can't pay someone to be strong. If you don't go out and you don't do it. So this is now why the biggest thing in the world goes mental health and all of these things, because all this mental health and all these things, all it's doing is it's just getting you rich, get out of the house rich card. You're going into the gym, you're doing mental health, you're doing everything. So mental health is also called work. It's also part of mental health.
We're coming from the gym now, by the way. We go to the gym a lot.
So, how many pounds, Moshe, you lost?
40.
40 pounds. Nice.
I'm still eating donuts and pizza while I'm doing 150 flights of steps. I'm all confused. I don't know.
So, what I'm saying is, you make a business plan. And this is what I'm saying for all these years of experience. And that's why what I'm willing to offer and get people hands-on exercise, release Zooms, groups, WhatsApp groups where people are going to come, they're going to pay a certain amount of money to join the class, but it's going to be a benefit for them. Because what we're going to do with the money is we're going to develop software for people how to maximize their day. If I open my business for 2015, 16, I opened my business. I had 30 employees.
30
employees that they were doing all the work, is sorting and putting all the Amazon compliance and dealing with all these things. With a good tool that you pay less than $500 a month for the tool, you don't need employees. Everything works with a prompt. Everything works with AI, the agent. The agent reads the large instructions. They do it. They redevelop your image. They redevelop your listing. They check your page position. They do their marketing. They do everything.
Oh, so you're using the money that you're trying to acquire, you're just building software.
Just building a software.
And who's going to own that software? You will.
Me and the team, all of you and all the people that are going to be for
It's
the
like a
next
team
year.
project.
All the people that are going to be next year in the project, they're going to go through the vetoing. Like there is almost 200 hours of training, live training, where I have to record it live. It's not going to be something
For Amazon.
fancy. For e-commerce, it's going to be more than
E-commerce.
Amazon. It's going to be TikTok. It's going to be
Shopify.
Amazon, Walmart, anywhere you go, any business plan. It's going to be wholesale. It's going to be retail. It's going to be all you need to do.
So it's a $3,000 college course for a year.
It's not only $3,000 college
Not
course.
from a
It's a
professor.
partnership. It's a
Or
partnership.
partnership in the software.
In partnership in the software and a partnership. I'm offering for people like this. In the past, I have to pay $100,000 for an employee. He comes from Koilel. Half a year, he doesn't know what he's doing. And then after half a year, he already wants to become my competition. And there I paid him $100,000.
You pay them to be your competition.
And so it's like I'm paying for my own grave. So I'm a little, that's why what I'm offering is
Just teach
we're going to
everyone.
video out. Once we go out to the world, we're going to have thousands of viewers. The good people, the people that are willing to do the initiative, and pay out of the car and the car of the account and pay for the initiation fee, they would have priority access, shareholder access.
So would you say that in exchange for investing in this software, they're going to be taught how to sell on Amazon
Total sell
from a
Amazon.
very
So
successful seller?
there's a guy who has.
What does it cost to build the software?
It's not about what's the cost. It's close to impossible if you get scammed all day by all the people, the Nigerian people that are using AI to scam you. It's not only about building a software.
What's
just
of it?
building
How
the
much,
software.
you said how much is per person? 3,000. You said,
It's gonna be for the year class. It's gonna be 3,000.
and that money
And
will
then it's
teach
gonna
you.
be
Plus, you
monthly.
get equity in the software.
And you're gonna develop with me together
Well, before we get people to invest,
steps.
before people are going to get excited to put $3,000 to learn all your tricks. So
It's not tricks. I don't have tricks.
No, let's go back, step up again. So
It's called in gym. It's called sets.
yes.
We're gonna do sets. We have 8 sets. I developed 8 sets. I think something that's working already for other people. $100 million brands doing this sets, and after people teach this,
Before we get there, so you got kicked to the curb, and then the next thing you did, what are you going to do now from 9 to 5, or from long hours? What was your next project?
open my own business.
You said you did toys.
And I didn't go in. I didn't go into the
we're
linen
holding in the
business. I
toys. So
went
we're
to
holding in
toys.
the toys. You got a quick visa. You went to China, Hong Kong. You went to the toy show.
Found some suppliers, got some ideas, picked up an item, a slime. It's called like slime. I don't even know to date what people are using it. Picked up a good supplier for slime and got a good price from it and start importing it. And at a good season, we were selling $30,000 pieces
Of the
a month.
slime on Amazon.
And then, there's another thing also. I'm reminded you ask me things that I've already sold. We also had a furniture repair marker, like something you would grab when you get out. And I have my new item that I was showing the class how to do it. Is a similar item in this industry that I just think
Hold on
it's
one
gonna
second. I went to my friend in
blow up.
Florida. He owns and manages a lot of Airbnbs, and he got a dent in his furniture. He took out this crayon kits from his thing with like 100 crayons.
I manufactured
and
this.
you draw like if this table had
Yes.
a dent, you could match up the crayon and fix it on the spot. So you were bringing in that
bringing
crayon
this
thing?
crayon.
I googled it. Was it expensive? Sell like $100? It wasn't. So how much are these?
Depends how many. It goes for $9.99.
$9.99?
Yeah, it's
Good quality.
I've learned though, selling this item. I've learned like you can have the best thing selling for someone, the best item, and for the cheapest price, $9.99. You're almost not making money. If one marker is dried out and the person doesn't know if he has to put it in water, you're losing it. You're getting a 1-star review, and then things start falling, and you can't please them. These are people, but again, this is things that you learn during the way.
Sally, what's the point of this course? Is it looking to make money or just to teach?
I'm looking to find a group, and I'm looking to find people that are geschmack or that are professional and they are realistic to work with.
I'm confused. I'm still confused. We're figuring out your business experience, and then you're taking this business experience and you're teaching people. You're selling a course on what? So who's your buyer?
The buyer is people that their father is a lawyer or a doctor or whatever, and they have a little money to invest in a certain product. They want to bring in a product from China. They want to know their son or their child has a good instructor. And as not only instructor, I have a will to have it successful because I'm going to build it with you in the next year.
Okay, finally figured out. If somebody wants to sell online, on eBay, on Amazon, on popular platforms, you're going to teach people from A to Z. You're going to hold their hand like the driving instructor that you gave an example of, the pedal and the wheel. You're going to teach people how to sell online. So instead of getting an MBA in Harvard for $2 million coming out and you're a barista in Starbucks, we're going to teach you how to be an online seller.
Not only that, I'm also going to teach you how to, and you will be part of a founding company that will develop software that thousands of people in the world are going to use for the e-commerce businesses.
So I think we should focus more that you're going to teach people for $3,000.
No, because if you...
I think because that, I would, if my kid wanted to learn how to sell online and the guy's a multimillionaire, I'll say $3,000. The second you start saying it, you're going to be owned and the software, it's like now you're trying to sell me something in the mikveh. I don't know.
No, you said it's an upside.
I'm sorry?
You said there's upside. You're being
The
involved.
second I hear marketing, I feel like I'm involved in some Madoff something, you know? Should we target the marketing that your brain?
So part of the thing is I've been an investor in software for many years, put in millions, I'm not joking, in software. And I've learned is that if you don't build with the software community to test the software, then your software you can put in $1 billion, is worth nothing. So that's why I'm taking a step back,
right?
And I'm going back to the drawing table where I will draw up plans back from my whiteboard. And I was asking today, we're going to give an example, but eventually we can release it the next topic, how I draw up plans from a blackboard into developing a multi-million-dollar industry and having community that they would test and work.
Everybody's gonna want to buy in the $3,000 to get mentorship over a year and how to be an online seller.
If they're not gonna follow through the gym, if you don't follow through the steps, you'll be kicked out of the class.
So let's get them excited to jump on.
Can they pay monthly or it's a flat?
So it's half of the price if you pay yearly subscription, and it's full price.
I think everybody's going to want to get involved and everybody's going to want to buy in. Once they hear more about your experience, because this is
Clappy wants to go more about how you became rich.
I want to buy in. So you go to the trade show. 2 days later, you got your visa. You bring the slimy putty. You start importing tchotchkes into America. So give us how it happened.
So we're learning about advertisement, learning about competitors, learning about testing. You have to have certain bar-on testing or certain things. You can't learning about customs, duty. It's just the steps was so much, and it was just people won't want to talk to you because they think if they tell you a word, you're going to take away their money, because everyone's thinking, because they're stealing information. They're thinking you want to steal their information. So they're all about stealing and stealing. There's no one to talk to. And if you get into a group and you teach and you go with people that you think they're entrepreneurs and they want to deal with you, and you're already going to groups, they're selling you this service, they're selling you this service, they're selling you this service. She's getting paid, he's getting paid, everyone's getting paid, and no one is making a penny. And after 2 years, everyone is bankrupt.
I don't understand. Knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is power.
Before AI, but now I think exercise is power.
Before
they say a slow turtle will get to destination because they're doing it consistently, even the fastest running fox.
Again, I was on the phone today trying to get a certain painting for my client. I don't know who the owner is. My customer wants it. Another competitor of mine in the art market said he has the cell phone number to the owner, and we're negotiating back and forth how much we're each going to get commission. If he gives me the owner's phone number, we're both honest guys. Maybe I would probably give him the commission. But Now a guy in Shul needs your help. How did you get a customs form for a pallet in China? And he's selling hangers and you're selling irons. Why not help the guy? But a lot of the time, somebody asks you for information that you're making
In the United States of America,
Yeah.
there's 350 million plus people live here. If you only sell the Windex, only one item, only Windex to the whole United States,
You're a multi-billionaire.
You're not sitting here. So that means people
We have
think the
you
world.
sitting here,
Yeah,
Zala.
people sitting in the world, the people thinking, if you all knew that, or you all knew that, you all knew that. The Chinese are helping each other. They're having there's 47 where you have the diamond industry.
47
They have
yeah.
Amazon Industries in China. Why are they so successful? Not because Amazon, they know the tricks, because they're helping each other.
But I thought the Chassidish guys all help each other.
They help each other, but they will not go and buy with you the same item in the same factory and sell it competition to each other. They won't do that.
I thought Abjoya was all about helping everybody. Everybody's helping everybody. One big muffin malka.
Yeah, they're helping, but once you're broken, they first want you to break, then they will help you.
I heard that they built up big Chaylim rooms in 200 hospitals. And they said, if there's no sick people, we'll make sick
No.
people.
Look, we're not here to bash this.
No,
this
chas
it's
v'shalom.
just this is all like part of the joke of it.
The Fabrengen.
Mentality.
Verbrengen.
So you're going to teach people A to Z. Hold their hand.
Let's go a step back.
But it's really the intention of building software that's useful for Amazon sellers.
Testing, not only
that
building,
they're testing and using.
and having people that, because if you develop something that also I've learned in software, you have now this all amazing. You have Lava 44, Base 44, Lava and Emergent. You have
This
all
is
this
all
software.
Amazon softwares?
No, this is all software that build your AI apps and
Okay.
build your things, everything for you. But what you don't understand is, in all the programmers are saying it. If you're not there from the beginning, you don't know the foundation, how it's done. You can have the best software, you're just not gonna know how to use it. And by the way, people listening to this show now will generate that their AI in their phone, their YouTube clip, whatever, will start giving them now new advertisement because it's gonna pick up all the prompts from all the conversation and the conversation keywords that we're talking now. It's actually like people listening to this podcast, we'll start seeing a new paradigm shift in their world, advertisement and marketing and targeting marketing, random, and it's going to be good because if you're in this business, you want to know it because every day you do find through this target marketing, prompt marketing and everything, you do find some good resources. It's like there's now this guy, whatever, he creates a clone, AI clone from you. In 9 hours recording you. There's this guy who helps you with this. There's Isaac helps you with this.
So there's rumors now that it's very hard to make money on Amazon. They charge you this fee, they charge you that fee, FBA fee, return fee, this fee. What's true? What's not true? Could you sell a brand? Is it hard to sell a brand, Zali? Give us some.
So the best, what I see.
What's the real news?
The real news when you go out and like, when's the last time you heard someone becoming a professional basketball player from nothing?
Almost never.
Almost never. But there's a lot of people who make it to a certain stage, bronze or whatever.
College and
They make it and
G League.
they're okay. So being in the Amazon business doesn't mean that you're making money or not making money. There's a lot of steps and levels to it. Top 100 seller, top 10 seller, top whatever, all levels. So if you don't invest, this is something that people don't understand. People expect you, like, I invested already in the drink, put in so much money. Where is my money? If you don't go out and you hustle and you make connections and you're in communities, you belong to groups, all the biggest companies like Walmart, Home Depot, Walmart, I'm not so sure, but they're using Ranger, they're using all the marketplaces where groups buying groups. They're coming by the thousand, the commodities. When we're talking issues in Amazon, we're talking, it's called play money. We're not talking commodities.
what does that mean?
Commodities means you're talking in general, what's the growth, how many customers Amazon gains, what are products. Like the number one item Amazon sells the most, if you go into they're giving out this information, they have to give out everything, is paper towel. So paper towel. So you want to tell me now, if someone manufactures paper towel is not making money? You're not paying good price for manufacturing. You're not paying this, but you gotta understand. Saying someone people are not making money in Amazon is like telling me people are not drinking milk anymore. What are you selling? What is your commodity? What problem are you trying to solve?
So So
You listen. Just
okay.
listen. He's saying good thing. What
Yeah.
problem are you trying to
I'll
solve?
tell you
Yeah,
which problem I'm
continue.
trying to solve. People say that when you get good at selling something on Amazon, they kick you out of the box. There's something called the box,
Bye bye.
and also they compete. They compete and they make
Amazon
it cheaper.
is not a person. Amazon is like
company.
you're using
It's a
Excel
company.
sheet. If you go on Microsoft and you sell drugs, Microsoft is gonna void your license, and you're not gonna be able to use Excel anymore. They will come in, they will confiscate your computer. If you don't pay the licensing fee, they can take it away from you. So this is Amazon. Amazon is nothing. It's not a human. It's not a person. It's they can't kick you. They can't get you. They can't make you. They can't do anything. Their databases, and they're being ruled by a lot of lawyers, a lot of big farm, big companies. Like there's illegal to put fake
Second,
reviews. There's
Amazon themselves sell stuff, and then they let a million
It's
people.
not they sell.
a
It's
company. They're a publicly traded
they
company.
have buyers in their company that invest some money in certain products and commodities.
Only commodities.
Yeah,
Garbage
demanded.
bags.
No, not only anything that has demand. They see demand. They have the most money.
Yeah, there was data.
I don't have, like I told you earlier with the Windex, I don't have today the money to sell the Windex to the whole United States. So Amazon, they do the same thing. They have cleaning supply, they have paper, they have this, they have that, but it's nothing. They're just one of the people. They don't own all the inventory. They own some of the inventory. They sell their brand. People buy it. People don't buy it. Procter & Gamble, P&G probably makes much more money than Amazon. They're also having private orders to Amazon. They have OEM, original manufacturing. People making millions selling Kickerland on Amazon, and Kickerland never sold to Amazon one piece. People just go into Kickerland, buy it. I know a person.
What's Kickerland?
Kickerland is the brand from Costco, the private
Kirkland.
I
They
know a person who goes every
Costco.
year to Lowe's. He buys truckloads from the Leaf bags, straps it 60 pieces, and sells it on Amazon under the Lowe's brand. And Amazon buys it from him direct.
So the guy's crying in shoulder. They used to make money on Amazon, and today they
It's
were
because
wiped out.
he's sleeping and he's not working.
It's
he's
so
lazy.
many people.
They get them a job, or they should join. I don't know, join the class. They should go for exercise. I have a six pack.
Joins the club.
I don't know. I also don't want to do with them. I'll throw them out. I'll kick them out probably after a few days because you have to,
If
it's
you're
hard
bringing
work.
value on Amazon, like anywhere else, you will do well.
Yes.
Even with all the rules and the
Rules
FBA and the
FDA,
returns.
you have to focus. You have
and
to
the
have good
fees
groups,
and the
have good advice,
Good reviews.
You have to have a good product. You can't sell garbage. You can't sell illegal stuff. You have to pass testing. You have to go through all the steps.
So they're not this big, mean, angry machine like people like to brand them.
Yeah,
Not true.
it's not true. 100%.
All BS.
Yes,
All of it.
all of it.
So it's what changed that they only started?
I spoke with when I was in my old company. I spoke with, there was 100 buyers. That's it. First 100 buyers. When Amazon came up with the idea to buying, I used to have meetings with them, sit with them, and had conversations with them, and I had all these conversations with them, and they agreed the same thing. They say they all work based on performance, based on how much money they make for the company.
So people complain if they see one SKU doing really well, they'll go to your factory and buy it and kill you on price.
They will definitely go to your factory.
Okay.
They will definitely not go to your factory buy for all the time because you can be more smarter than them, because in a little bit they are a little machiney. When they're buying it based on 100% AI, 3D
Data,
printer
all
item data. So you can still, sometimes it might be a flop because your item was bad. But again, every year, people are in business.
Innovation.
Melissa and Doc is in business. Everyone's in business. Even they have all competitors. Like, for everything in the world, news, there's 2 channels. Everything that they will go buy. So you learn also how to buy. They will learn how to sell commodity. You will also learn how
So
to
if
sell
someone's
commodity.
raising money for an Amazon business, you give the guy $100,000, and it's
You should never give a guy $100,000 if he's raising for Amazon business. Because if he's going for Amazon business, you have to tune in with him. It's how I saw it.
hands
I have
on.
an idea in my head. When I'm thinking to my head now, I'm thinking like this. If you go life insurance, you're selling a policy. You don't work for Guardian or whatever, or the firm Nordic Life. You don't work for them. You go in a group. Your group generates X, Y, Z amount of year, and then you sell them a corporate policy. That's the same thing as Amazon. Should people will go and make groups and work together, like not be bullshitting them each other, use software in a mass case and everything? People, if you think people made money until now, they would be much richer.
Saying if people unite, like buying group,
and make buying groups and
work together.
this is the whole world. If you go any industry, in the market, this is what the market
They all
is
work
all
with
about.
buying groups.
Why is it called buying groups?
Right.
There should be
co-ops.
co-ops, and this is why the Chinese are so successful, because they're just. I've been to the Chinese, and I went there and I spoke to many people. They're doing it like factories.
How many times have you been to China? Hong Kong?
More than 15 times.
15 or 1.5?
15, 1.5, yeah.
1.5.
So you started bringing in the toys.
Start bringing the toys and seeing new items.
So you had a warehouse that were in New York and
a small warehouse, 2,000 square feet.
so who are you selling it to? Just Amazon?
Yeah, FBA. Just
You weren't
fulfilled
selling
by
it to
Amazon.
Toys R Us, to Toys for Us?
Nobody. Nobody's buying. And
Just Amazon.
Just Amazon focusing, Amazon marketing, only about it's a world. It's like a marketplace. Like it's
How many SKUs did you have from the toys in the beginning?
so more than 1,000.
You went to China for a few days, came back with
No,
1,000
I found
SKUs?
eventually I found some. There's also in the United States. There's many factories you can find. There's more like probably thousands of factories that they were bringing. Not commodity. It's similar to commodity, but in the toy business. Nowadays it's more harder because for every item you need a test, and a test can cost you sometimes between $500 to $1,000 to $5,000.
To test the toy because it's
Every
kids.
toy, yeah, toys, the CPC,
The lead
government-
is lead, the paint is...
yeah, steps, Articraft, everything has their own unique sets of requirements. But you could get 100 to 1,000. You can go to these companies, they sell you 10% on whatever they buy it. They don't care. It's not like making more money on one item, less money on one item. And you can buy from them as much as toys you want. And there's many. There's Indians in California. There's tons of people doing it because it only takes half of the time to ship to. But nowadays in Amazon, it's more harder because the testing, so you can't no longer do it. So you need to really know your research. It's not like if you think you go out of your house, you think, oh, I'm gonna sell on Amazon. I found 2-3 good items. You will fail. You need. It's like you can't make a surgery yourself. Neither could I.
You need a team.
It's 10 years. And what I believe now is it's easy for me to teach the world and teaching my employees and pay them a paycheck from 9 to 5, and then they're never appreciative and they always think that I owe them the world, when in fact AI is doing a better job than that.
Zali, can we talk about pre-rich Zali and post? What are the things you thought before you're successful, what your life would be like when you had X amount on your bank account?
I think before
versus
we
that?
get there,
Well,
he made
can
you
we-
millions when? After you started importing millions of stuff from China and then you started
we-
putting it...
Can we go back to my
I
question?
want to know where the money came from.
He did very well selling his
So you
slime.
sold the toys
Yeah,
and the
it's coming
swine?
a holiday season, bringing in a toy that costs $1, selling it for whatever, $15, $20.
Exactly. End of story.
Okay, so then you became a power seller.
Buy
on
low,
Amazon.
sell high.
Okay, back to this question.
Zali, what were the things you thought your life would change when you would hit X amount of money versus what actually happened, or you never thought about it?
I never thought about it. I more have thought about like for life is bills. From first day I have bills. I have to pay my bills. I have to pay
You
my
just thought
bills.
about paying bills.
It's just about paying the bills.
You didn't
and-
think about luxury,
No, I wasn't thinking about luxury.
and you never thought it just came.
Lamborghini. I always wanted to have a Lamborghini.
You never got it?
Huracan.
I thought...
But you never got it.
What watch are you wearing? It looks like a $5 watch. What is that?
It's $100 watch.
No Rolex, no Cartier, no Baume
No.
Mercier, no,
No.
Patek, nothing? No
Why not?
Taifa?
Why not?
Because every money that you have during now has to bring you money or invest in. If I have money, I bring in more items in inventory and come up with new ideas. You have to always. But again, you have to be
The money
careful.
has to be working.
Don't
for you.
just don't, eventually, that's why I was saying earlier about building wealth. You want to have in stocks a little bit. You want to have in property a little bit because you need to be a mixture. Like even let's say you love French fries, you can't only eat French fries.
This is Gemara. No shlish.
Shlish b'perkamatia, shlish b'karka, shlish b'schoy.
Translate for our
They say-
listeners.
Shlish
1/3?
b'perkamatia means in
Because of
in development.
Real estate.
Shlish b'karka, some people say a joke means something you have to burn in the karka, you have to lose to be successful. Or people say karka means land, not developed. And shlish b'schoy means buying inventory, actually buying inventory. So I follow this. Like my module was always, when I opened my business, instead of waiting and buying 100,000 square feet warehouse, my was like, no, I was going to get a 20,000 square feet warehouse. Because at least I know that I did my steps one before the other. Not in a
So
professional
you never
manner.
thought about getting rich. You just wanted to pay bills. It was never your goal.
If I had a goal to be rich, but then it's a billionaire, trillionaire. Not for me, a million or a billion, I don't see the difference.
Gotcha. So you didn't hit $1 billion yet.
And I hope with this company, Mitzvah Hashem, Bezrat Hashem, will be like,
So your
if
end
I would
goal-
make a goal, look, in a year we'll make $1 billion, but it's not
Your end game
realistic.
seems with this your project is to build a software that Amazon sellers could actually use.
Not only Amazon sellers, to build
E-commerce.
to build like a community developed product. And I'm not the first one. Many have built it. There's out there a list from here till Canarsie, how they say it. And
Canarsie.
there's more than
No one says Canarsie.
5,000 other companies that are doing probably the same thing that I'm doing.
So it's almost like a YC Combinator where they do like the startups. I don't know. Look it up. YC Combinator. They do with tech startups. They have a bunch of small companies together with one investor on top and funds everyone, and they all work with each other and whatever.
If I get out of this whole thing, let's say we blow up, we have 100 million views, but if I get out 200 good seed founders that they can run this project to the next step, I want today.
But they have to
It's weird
fund,
to me the
they have to
next
fund
year-
their inventory, right?
I'm willing if they're doing the work, like not on a significant number, like they're investing their money. I'm not burning their money. I'm not buying a car or whatever with that. I
have
don't
enough
need
cars.
anyone's money.
You have enough cards.
And I'm just if they're putting the money, like I'm willing to on every soul. Like here's how the United States government works. If you know, every Social Security is eligible to go and get an SBA loan. It doesn't have to do with me. I don't need to. I had a joke. Someone once calls up his schwager. He tells him, I have a new business idea. Brother-in-law, I have a new business idea, but you have to promise me everything you'll make, you give me 50% of it. And he goes, okay, yeah, you promise me. Yeah, write it with your text. He sends him ChatGPT link. So every social in the United States of America
Could
can
get an
get an
SBA loan.
SBA loan.
How much?
They go inventory, they go on per value, like 100,000.
So you need a record of business?
No.
No?
There's Chassidish guys.
You can Google it, Grok it, or
There's
ChatGPT
Chassidish
it.
guys.
You don't have to ask me. I'm not a broker. I'm telling you, I'm not doing it.
Zalman.
I don't want any money of it.
Zalman, there's Chassidish guys that advertise SBA loans like it's their most hidden secret in the world. They can get
Yeah,
SBA loan.
because they don't. This is. I also took advantage of this. This is unfortunately this happens when you work in minority groups. That people come and they trick you and they fool you. Fails partnership. They get you into false relationships. They get this. This is the biggest problem in this.
You don't need
industry.
anybody to help you get an SBA loan?
No,
help
you can
they
Grok
expedite.
it. Choose,
They
no
help
expedite, no
you.
nothing. They will just come and
Should
make
they
you
charge you
headache,
fees?
charge
1
you
or
a fee,
2%?
charge you a fee. But again, maybe you need someone to do the sets with you. Maybe if you tell him, I'll pay you to just teach me how to do the exercise and the sets.
Pay
and
them
group
per
power.
hour, not percent of the loan.
Yeah, and again, if he wants to put his name as a co-signer, maybe he should make money, the broker. But if he doesn't put his name,
You're
into
saying you're
the game,
against SBA brokers.
against any brokers.
You think you should go direct to
I'm
the bank?
against insurance brokers. I'm against.
What?
I'm against.
Life insurance brokers? What do you mean? How do you get life insurance without a broker?
You just go up and you buy it from. I wasn't saying broker in a general
Sense.
sense of who you get life insurance. You go Newark Life have like any bank, they have locations. You can go, you can get what you need.
Why not deal with a friend of yours, a Chassidish guy that will help you get the best policy?
The problem is all your friends and everyone in this industry, they learned how to do sales, not how to sell you something that you need. This is coming from about someone. I spent thousands of dollars a month for life insurance and things. It's better in even the stock market. Go Robinhood, do this investment, daily investment. If you put in just people never thought about it. If you just put in $2-3 a day, $75 a week for
The numbers don't add up. $2,000, $75 a month.
Can you let him finish?
So
Yeah.
I say either or depends. Like if you put it in for 10 years, the number is significantly. And if you put it in life insurance, you don't have nothing. If you need coverage of 10 years, get a whole life. It's fine, but I don't want to get stuck in insurance and brokerage because this is a different industry.
You're saying avoid brokers.
I'm saying brokers, in my experience, in my life, were only here to listen to your secret so they can either go give out information for someone else, either do it themselves, either whatever.
Real estate broker? What about real estate?
I have good stories with real estate brokers. He ended up giving a property I could have had. I gave it over $3.5 million for the property. And then I see one day it sold for 2.7. And I was like, I called this broker, CBRE. Wow, how come you sold it for so low? And he was like, we didn't get any offers. I said, I gave it over $3.5 million. He was like, no, we only got the less over 2.7. And then I figured out the broker's schwager bought it.
We had stories like that.
This is, but again, it's a good, this is the way you get with
You're
brokers.
saying he got a bigger bribe than the commission he would have got at 3.7.
Yeah.
He took $1 million less.
So but again,
You're saying avoid brokers at all costs.
The word is like this: if Hashem doesn't let someone smack you, he can't smack you. But it's good joke, it's good laugh, it's food for thought. So to say what my life changed before and after, it didn't change to the positive. Because in terms of just you met more people, you had more people to have issues with.
Tell me, you walk around with tzitzis on top of your shirt your whole life?
Yeah.
Not all the Chassidish guys I work with. Some of them people put it under their shirt.
I just feel like if it's unshirted, it's like wool. It doesn't get air, then it smells a little bit.
Smells good. I don't know. We're deodorant most days.
Zali, when you have money, how do you know who's your real friends, fake friends?
You learn it with long term.
Explain.
It's Adam Nicker, Bekissa, Bekosa, Bekaso. If you have friends, you go around with them long enough. You've seen them in a bad mood. You've seen them in a good mood. You've seen a good mood. You give a credit score, and then you see. When you have money, you score. You have to add more numbers or additional features.
What do you mean?
You more think to what they can put them to the bad, to the negative, or to the good. There's more aspects to it. There's 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional. Money is another dimension. How you can count. Like if a picture is black and white.
You're saying money is just another way to judge someone.
It's colorful.
Colorful. Do people treat you differently now than when you were just a random Yusum?
Yeah, they say the word. It's like if you don't make it, you're a bocher, and you're a yasam. They say nebuch.
What do you expect?
What do you expect? It's a boy, an orphan. But if he makes it big, then they say, it's a Yiddish Gewehr. It's a rich, this is a rich guy. It's like,
And they don't discuss all the strikes.
But I believe most it's sad, and I don't know how you see it in your thing. That's why I believe you have to go and build partnerships rather than communities develop and teaching. Like Harvard, they teach you something. They don't have any interest. So more of like, it's like when you sell things or anything, you can sell it to private equity or you can sell it to strategic. This thing is strategic to me. Like I wouldn't come to the podcast.
Strategic
I don't have
partner.
nothing. You've been asking me to come to the podcast, whatever. Be good friends for a long time. But I was looking for what is going to be strategic for the message to the world, strategic of giving back. And I have a benefit, you have a benefit, everyone has
Win-win.
a benefit.
So give us like a case analogy, a typical case. A 22-year-old bacher comes to you. He says, "I'm out of yeshiva. I want to go into business." You're saying there's trillions of dollars on Amazon, and that they're not out to fight you. They're out to help you. You could make money. Give me an example of a product that he could sell today and make money.
I just thought about an idea last week. Floating shelves, wooden floating shelves.
Mhm.
There's nothing in the room here like that. It's like it's a piece of wood. It has 2 holes, and you put like a little metal thing in it. And you put it in.
Mhm.
You can manufacture this even made in the USA. Floating, it sells on Amazon, thousands of it.
They don't have floating shelves on Amazon?
They have, but you can be a competitor.
You
Like
can be a better one.
can be better
Made
one.
in
Do here,
America.
made in America.
Somebody listening now can steal the idea.
Still, I have even another idea. I have an idea like
you can't buy floating shelves right now on Amazon?
you can buy, but this
not
means
good?
it's an industry. You can buy good ones, but there's an industry.
Make it better.
Make it better and made in the USA. And if you have the machines, you can already do more stuff. You can make different designs.
I was speaking to a friend. He owns a big furniture company. And I said, just remember, Herman Miller, Herman Miller, the fancy office chairs? They sell for
Thousands of dollars.
$1,000. This guy sells, I don't know, let's say 5,000 SKUs in furniture, his company. Herman Miller makes 5 trillion times more money than this guy, and they make 10 items. That's it. Nothing else. So to your point, if people say, Amazon's going to compete with you, if you're all in, it's your company,
Like
your
the
innovation.
first meeting I have with this kid, whatever it is,
This individual.
the father is a hedge fund guy, wants to invest in his son. I don't need a lot of money. All I need is for this guy's, most of the time, even my issue with these kids, I've dealt with these kids in the past, is that they're there for 6 weeks, they want to get a paycheck. They want to get a paycheck. So first we have to teach them the paycheck. When you're getting a paycheck, you're borrowing against yourself. You're not going to walk away tomorrow and leaving with it. You're taking certain responsibility. This is what's called a paycheck. And the second thing is you go out there and you do your research. You're not going to get one item, only get one item. Every kid, you need to come up with 20 items, 20 ideas for the first meeting to go to the next step. Once you have these 20 items, there's a whole
process.
discussion,
So
Q&A, this, that, but everybody needs to have 20 items, and Amazon has billions of items. It's just a well-discussed.
what does it cost to launch? So you said $3,000 to start the course for the year. What does it cost to start? What's the minimum purchase you have to buy from China or whatever?
You said made in the USA.
If you can, and you can put it in Gemini.
Right.
Create me a business plan.
Right.
I have only $5,000. I want to sell on Amazon top selling items and shelving, book shelving, toys and games or whatever. Just check what top selling. Do the deep thinking research. Give me a business plan. They're going to spit you out a business plan. Something a year ago, 2 years ago, you'd have paid for it $5-10 grand for a business plan. And you can invest it and pitch it and people will invest.
So you're saying raise money in your idea.
It's not raising my money. It's like you take whatever amount of money you have $5,000, you make a certain
But you
plan.
have 20 items you could buy, 5,000 you could
You're not
spread
going to
it.
buy all 20 items. I'm going to teach you how to vote it, how to get it, how to improve it. Every item, when you just see the item, once it's like you have optical zoom, and then you zoom in, and then you zoom in, and every zoom you zoom in, you see more things, what is good or what is bad. You know, the problem with the Jew, why people think about Jewish people, why are they so hatred or so this? It's not because they're doing anything. It's just because they have more to themselves. So you add it on your whole more pattern for people to be angry on you.
In more dimensions.
If someone is like has just a shirt and a this, what can you be angry about him? But if he has something, you say, oh, it has a schmutz, it has this, it has that. They added the whole features to them, so people have why to be angry on them. And the religions that added the most things to it is
the
Hasidom.
more interesting they look, the more to hate.
More to hate. So the same is with this industry. Once you zoom into it optical, every item, you learn it. You zoom it in, you get it in, you do the testing.
So if you
speak to
fine
Chinese
tune any,
suppliers, you speak there. It's like a step. It's like I said, it's an 8 tier. Every tier is like 8 hours of whatever deep just
fine-tuning
learning,
everything.
and then 8 hours, an hour for each thing for Q&A. And then there's 20 or 30 people.
How many of
working
these
in
classes did you record already?
I tried to have my first 5 planned.
but he does also mentoring live.
Yeah, most of these classes will not be like pre-recorded like my AI. It's going to be
live
live
mentoring.
mentoring live, and I'm doing it, and the people will see how and what
All
will happen to
virtual?
my product.
All
And
virtual?
I've already in July. I've started in June, July. I had a product. I developed it with a person, with a kid at the story. He was learning in Israel. He was coming in at night. He was doing it slowly, and that's why over the half a year we got in the toy. It came after the season because he wasn't pressuring so much. He didn't invest so
What
much.
was the product?
It's an engine toy truck. It's like something you build engine and you develop it. It's because I was looking for more expensive toy. The guy was looking at something $100 plus. You know, it's like versus sometimes in the Amazon industry you can even have item $9.99.
Now, last question
Like
before.
I have now industry. Probably maybe you should promote it in the show. I think maybe you two should take it. I have an idea for the two of you. I want to maybe we buy a machine and we print signs with funny things, and every show we sell out like a sign about this
like
show.
a funny sign.
And
Each
you see this
episode-
there's things on
Each
Amazon.
episode, we print a
one-liner.
sign about that episode.
A one-liner.
A one line and like there's all that there's
And then people
cursing
can-
words. Things if you go on
and
Amazon,
then you can
they
pay-
sell thousands,
And you get $15, $20, and we'll get it out in the mail the next day. We put it.
not even 50.
what
You can
would
pay
you-
$10.
what
You
would you
still make
say-
money. And you have aluminum, you have plastic, you have everything.
What would you say this episode? What would it be? What was the best line?
I have to
Can you
ask-
borrow
I
me
have to
some
ask
money?
AI.
It's like it's a memento from like going on vacation.
We're gonna have a picture of you holding the pious, saying, "Could you,
So like,
could you borrow me some money?"
one last thing with Amazon. Where do people lose? Where do people lose the most money when they sell a product on Amazon? Is it like the monthly fees, the
not
FBA fees?
not focusing, long-term storage fee. And most of the time people would lose the most money would be they didn't develop their product right and they have damages, issues, testing.
The quality
Because
control.
the customer is the customer, like you have thousands of customers, they will put the reviews, they put the honest reviews. And I've also learned like people are sometimes dumb. Like I had an item, it had to have 3 batteries and people were only thinking it wasn't developed right. People were only thinking 2 batteries because they were only seeing 2 batteries. They were putting bad reviews returning it because they put in 2 batteries, it doesn't work. Until we figure out we have to put a sticker pushing another battery. Then I have another time I had like a shield people were using, like you're using a face shield for you working with tools. People didn't know that it has a plastic. They have to take it down. So they were putting bad reviews that they can't see through.
So you have to
wait,
treat everyone
I
like they're dumb.
I bought a BlackBerry on eBay when before Amazon was popular. I bought a BlackBerry on eBay for $450, like the cursor ball, whatever. And it was the screen was very hard to use. And I emailed the guy on eBay, the seller, and the guy said, take your fingernail and push down as much as you could and rip off the screen. And I pulled it off and I ripped the screen and I sent him, I'm so sorry if I'm being ignorant. I feel like an idiot. He told me almost every sale has this issue.
I have a like I've seen how it's going. Like I like this Rex New York whatever. Show me, it is my money. I was thinking I think I want to do the jewelry industry. I see the energy.
The drama.
You can't steal there. You can't steal.
So I have
Can we
a
talk
question.
about our sponsors?
Is that proper? Is that normal that he went inside and he smashed the jewelry?
I
and-
promise you, I have people I would have done the same unless they're not from my community, and they were gonna get back to me with my family for the rest of my life. I promise you, I'll do the same.
Oh my God.
happens to be besides Zali, once after he made his exit, he got into food. So it's apropos that we talk about our sponsors.
Our sponsors are such good sponsors because their product sells itself. We have Crown Heights Butcher, which has a beautiful, gorgeous butcher shop with aged meats and regular meats and everything. Not only European, Uruguay meat, but also American Angus beef. Like amazing. They have a restaurant on Troy Avenue. They source the best meat in the world. Good 5-star sit-down meat restaurant. You ever there? And then they have a butcher shop on Albany Avenue, CH Butcher. Butcher meat, butcher store. And then we also have now corporate sponsor on the show, Roskin's Fish. They're doing this for about 100 years.
It happens to be Zali does fish boards. He goes to the fish market.
No, we're talking about Roskin's.
No, he doesn't. It's
I
as
didn't
a
do
hobby.
it. Before I start this class, before I start doing this thing, I wanted to challenge myself. If I would come out with a product,
Right.
how much will I perfect it?
Right.
So I took a year
For
of
the fish
backwork
board?
to do the fish. So to know now I'm ready to do this class
board.
and advertisement to teach people to do things because I know how to develop things. And
They have a bakery specially make a thin kichel that you don't smear it all over. It's a flat kichel.
Could you give him, Zali, which herring on a taste?
So the Hungarian, you're Hungarian.
He's Hungarian. Zali, you Hungarian?
Hungarian matches.
Stop your mic. You can't hear you.
Hungarian matches.
you know, you have to do like you taste the spicy thing in the show. You know the show where you taste the spicy, the most
Everybody
spicy.
knows the rules. One bite.
Zali, please give. Only you can only review it if it's good.
Hold on. We're in our fancy studio on Park Avenue over there. He's a Hungarian guy, so we need to put with the onion. With the onion. Make him a Zionist and tell me how it tastes. For real. Oh!
You can oof before you even said anything, Zali. Clap. You can't give the ooh.
Maishi, wait 1 second. I got 2 onions for you.
I happen to be half Hungarian.
Half Hungarian?
Yes.
We're going to find out right now.
You need to have something to drink after, you know. Fish is salty. It's delicious. It's crazy.
And we have
Bubala.
schmaltz.
Moisha, when is Bubala going to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars?
Get there. About to get there.
I think we should give out a new drink for this project. We should give out a new drink.
They have over 30 flavors, this company. Raskin's Herring, where all fine fish is sold. If a grocery store doesn't sell Raskin's, they don't take their customers serious.
I'm actually working on a new tea line that I'm working. I hope I have a meeting next week with a Long Island manufacturer, and hopefully within a month or
Delicious.
two, a unsweetened tea line, 0 calorie. Now that I go to the gym, I got more inspired to do unsweetened stuff. So I'm working on a new tea line.
Mm.
Your mic, Clappy.
Wasabi herring.
And
You have herring Toscani. Raskin's is the best. You tasted the butcher shop stuff? You Fleischicks?
we also want to announce, Clappy, our hats. What are we doing about our hats concert deal? Can we tell people?
Yeah, the Haas concert is sold out. You cannot get a seat. So Maishi and I are going to be at the Haas concert. We're going to give everybody previews of what's going on behind stage. And Camp Haas, you go on the website, camphassconcert.com, whatever.
Camphass.com.
Camphass.com. You could pay $72 and you could watch the entire concert with your entire family from the comfort of your own home. So you buy Roskin's Fish, you buy CH Butcher meat, you buy nice drinks, and you enjoy the concert at home. But to give you the real experience, besides watching the concert live, we're going to be there beforehand to introduce you to all the top guys behind stage. It's going to be crazy. You can follow our pre-week.
So instead of schlepping in a car and paying a lot of money to go to the concert, you only have to leave. His mom is sitting at home.
$72, you're supporting the most important camp in the world, special needs children. Beautiful, beautiful camp. They expand it every year that more families can send their children. It's one of the most incredible camps in the world. I think for each child that's in the camp, there's multiple staff members that give up their entire summer. Very, very special work they do.
It's amazing. Yeah, I
Shmuel
know
Khan
some
and all the
people
guys,
in the. I know some people in this.
You want to taste the biltong?
They're so dedicated.
There we go.
Giving over that it's just an amazing cause. Camp Haas.
Did you taste biltong? You tasted the biltong? It's one of the best biltong in the world.
He's abstaining. He's
If you don't want, you can smell it. People say just the smell gets them high. Mine. We had on last week a South African, and he said that this is the most real dried beef biltong made in America that tastes like it's
2
from
weeks ago,
Africa.
not last week.
Who was it? Duddy?
No,
Who
Yudi
had
Cohen.
it? Oh, Yudi had it? No, Duddy smelt it also. He said he spent time in South Africa.
Oh, right, he did. Right, true.
Duddy hat das geschmeckt. Schmeckt von Duddy. All right.
Subscribe.
Like, comment, smash that subscribe like button. Shkoye.
Also, let me know who interrupted more of the show. Is it me or Clappy?
Uh-oh.
There's big debates.
Uh-oh.
Also, send me some advice. Reach out. abc@zalifriedman.com. My website, zalifriedman.com. It's not yet fully launched, the new website with the classes and everything that
You're
can be set
accepting
up.
tzedakah requests also on these websites, Ali?
Everything.
Yes, or you answer. You accept
There's
tzedakah
a word.
requests.
There's a word in tzedakah. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
They say you can give someone a fish.
Yeah,
You give him food for a day.
right.
You teach someone how to catch fish. You gave him food for the rest of his life.
Could everyone start sending their GoFundMe and charity links now? Now they have your information.
They should
Yes
work
or no?
through you. They should work it through you.
No, direct to you.
You'll be my assistant.
Thank you very much. Zali is always has the best energy.
What is the goal? Any goal? We can make a goal for like. What's the next goal?
The next goal for what?
For the
next goal was that when
within
you
40 days, they say Rabbi Ramayel said 40 days. You have to make a goal. Where you want to be in
40
in 40
days. We
days
want to
from now.
have how many subscribers, Clappy?
right now there's
5,000?
about 2,000 subscribers, but we
Yeah.
got 8 million views on the real estate thing 2
Yes,
weeks ago
yes.
because of the Jew lovers that made it really viral.
Yeah, we want to thank them.
But the goal
5,000
was
subscribers?
5,000 subscribers.
Now, I
and
try to hit 100,000 subscribers on my Instagram by my birthday, which was last week.
you're at 98 now.
90, almost
Happy
98.
birthday.
You're getting
Thank
there.
you.
You're
Thank
getting
you.
there. You're
Thanks for
getting
coming, Zal. I appreciate it.
You
Thank
have
you
the
for
same
coming.
birthday than my wife. That's why I did it.
Chaf Aleph?
The English one.
Zali, we're Yidden in Krona. It's not like in Mono. We follow the Yiddish calendar. Zali.
Maybe you finish it
Zal,
with the
we-
sikha. You have
Zal,
a little word you want to give a
we
sikha
follow
to
the
finish it?
Yiddish calendar. I don't know what they do in Mono. I know they have Jack Goldberg and all the other Shkutza names by the Samra, but, speaking of, Loishina Meshamam, right? We're
You have a
Parshas-
sikha, you have a little
Parshas-
sikha.
yeah,
How you bring
you
it?
know what? You know what I want to say?
That's the
I
sikha.
have one thing that I have a good thing that I've seen in the sikha.
Yeah.
It's that you cannot hate someone only as much as you love him.
Equal.
No, because if you love someone so much that you have an ability to hate him even more.
Clap, you know when I got nervous when I started, the social media started getting popular? My rich friend Zali Freeman said, don't forget me. I'm like, don't forget me. The rich Zali Freeman is
Moshe, I wanna
telling
say
me,
something.
don't forget me on your way up. Don't forget. I'm like,
30 million views.
We got
40
8 million views.
huh?
We got 8 million views about somebody saying something about Section 8. And all the Jew haters were saying, the Section 8 guys are giving up their secrets. I want to just say something on the record for all the 8 million viewers. I don't have Section 8. I never lived in Section 8 for one day in my life. I promise you, under oath, I'm holding 50 Bibles now. Never a day in my life did I live in a Section 8.
Hold the bubble.
Moshe, did you ever live in Section 8?
not yet.
Not.
If people don't subscribe and comment, they
Moshe
will.
doesn't live in Section 8. Moshe didn't grow up in Section 8.
No.
And the guy that was on the show us, that's a real estate agent, bought his house. I think he already paid up the mortgage 10 times over again, and he never grew up in Section 8. So for all the Jew haters, I'm not going to sue you, but I could sue all of you in court and make millions. I'm not going to go down that route. But the accusation is all BS and just straight Jew hatred because none of us have Section 8.
None of us?
Us to me.
Oh, us
on
to
the-
you,
They
okay.
pointed at me. They all watched the video pointing at me like we caught the Section 8. I'm married 15 years. I probably spent $300,000 on rent to run, maybe more. I don't know if run the numbers. But it's funny how all these guys with millions of followers used us to gain followers, showing like we caught these guys. I'm going to let you guys have a pass this time. But let me tell you something. $50 ChatGPT, I could file a $100 million lawsuit and take you to the bank. Like Trump, he'll sue anybody and he always wins. 10 million, 20 million. I'm nice. It's a pass. It's a free pass.
First time.
It's a first time pass. We'll leave it out there. Good job.